Good day, everyone. It is with great honor and enthusiasm to present to you my paper entitled Stakeholders' Participation in the School-Based Management Implementation Basis for a Proposed Sustainability Plan. My name is Mr. Mark Sibidasoy, a then candidate from the Polytechnic University of the Philippines Open University System. Let me give you a short introduction of the study. The School-based management, or SBM, involves a decentralization approach to education where authorities and responsibilities are devolved to individual schools from central authorities. According to Robert Villas in 2019, he defined SBM as a system that decentralizes authority and decision-making on important issues pertaining to school operations to the school level in a systematic and consistent manner. This is established based on beliefs that it promotes greater accountability, emboldens innovations, and ensures that schools are better attuned to their own needs and aspirations in their respective communities. The SBM implementation is not a phenomenon confined in a single nation, but it is a global endeavor that captured the attention of many educational leaders, policymakers, and scholars around the world. The potential of SBM in enhancing education qualities has been recognized by various educational systems across the continents. An article by Sunstar Pampanga in 2023 pointed out that engaging school stakeholders from parents to community and stakeholders may appear to be a difficult component of sustaining SBM at any school. It is further mentioned that the explanation of this community's lack of understanding the what, the why, and the how of SBM adoption in the depth and its effect on the students. Additionally, it may demonstrate their awareness on their responsibilities as the stakeholders and unwillingness to contribute to the school's progress. According to Pawing in 2022, she added that locally, specifically in the province of Bulacan, there is an observance that even schools are performing their best in connecting in their various stakeholders, the outcomes are still declining. That address Central Luzon Regional Memorandum Number 5810 Series of 2021 recognized the top 100 schools in the region with Level 3 status of practice in SBM, and among these are only 9 public elementary schools from the province of Bulacan. The critical roles of involvement of external stakeholders in the SBM implementation can be an evidence in evaluating schools' level of practices in SBM. In this case, the present studies will focus on the assessment of external stakeholders' participation as assessed by themselves, by the external stakeholders, and by internal stakeholders in the counterpart. And through the findings of the study on the extent of external stakeholders' participation, a proposed sustainability plan was developed in the hope of enhancing and sustaining the engagement and improve or sustain SBM level of practices in schools. For the statement of the problem, the study aimed to evaluate the extent of external stakeholders' participation in the SPM implementation. Specifically, it sought to answer the following questions. SOP number one, what is the extent of external stakeholders' participation in the SBM implementation as assessed by internal stakeholders in terms of the following areas: leadership and governance, curriculum and instruction, accountability and continuous improvement, and management of resources. For SOP number two, what is the self-assessment of the external stakeholders regarding their extent of participation in the SBM implementations is terms also of the aforementioned areas. Is there a significant difference between the extent of external stakeholders' participation in the SBM implementation as assessed by the two groups in terms of the aforementioned areas? And for SOP number four, what are the challenges encountered by the external stakeholders regarding their participation in the SBM implementation? The study made use of descriptive method of research. Survey questionnaires for the internal and external stakeholders served as instrument in gathering data and underwent validation process by experts and reliability testing. A total of 328 participants served as respondents of the study consisting of school heads and SBM coordinators as the internal stakeholders, and barangay captains and the SPTA presidents as the external stakeholders. A simple random sampling method was employed to determine the 82 selected public elementary schools in the four schools divisions in the province of Bulacan. For SOP number one, it is concluded that there is a very great extent of external stakeholders' participation in the SBM implementation as assessed by internal stakeholders in terms of the four areas. It is hereby recommended that as part of the commitment to continuous improvement in education, The school administrators may review and recalibrate the SIP on a regular basis, particularly on the enhancement of the curriculum, evaluation of the performance assessment, and monitoring of the resource management. Moreover, they may also provide comprehensive and reliable training programs that will raise their awareness and increase their participation in the SBM implementation. The schools may also establish robust communication channels to keep informed the external stakeholders about their impact and the outcomes of their involvement. In line with this, communication channels may be delivered using different platforms. For SOP number two, it is concluded that there is a very great extent of external stakeholders' participation in the SBM implementation in areas such as leadership and governance and accountability and continuous improvement. However, when it comes in curriculum instruction and management of resources, external stakeholders only assess themselves with great extent of involvement. It is recommended that since there is a need for improvement in terms of regular engagement in the review, monitoring, and enhancement of SIP, curriculum performance assessment, and resource management, the school administrator may develop strategies to further enhance the engagement of the external stakeholders. This may include more transparent reporting, regular feedback in various communication channels, and opportunities for stakeholders to discuss outcomes and improvements. School administrators may consider implementing a stakeholders recognition program to sustain and motivate continued high engagement and establish regular feedback mechanisms to address evolving expectations and endeavors. So the findings of the study for SOP number three, it is concluded that there is a significant difference between the extent of external stakeholders' participation in the SBM implementation as assessed by the two groups in terms of the four areas. Internal stakeholders assessment is significantly higher than the self-assessment of the external stakeholders. For SPOP number four, it is observed that all the indicated challenges encountered in the external stakeholders' participation in the SBM implementation are generally slightly problematic. And among these are lack of training or knowledge in SBM, varied application of SBM practice, and the increased administrative and managerial workload to working external stakeholders. It is recommended that although the identified challenges are generally considered slightly problematic, the school administrator may continue to establish open dialogues between and among internal and external stakeholders to address perceived differences and encounters. Moreover, they may prioritize inclusive programs and prioritize campaigns and awareness to further enhance knowledge in SPM practices. They may initiate benchmarking activities with other schools that have exemplary practices in stakeholders' participation so that they can learn from these strategies and adapt these practices in their own context. It is also recommended that the proposed sustainability plan developed by the researcher may be considered for implementation and later, once implemented, for evaluation and improvement. Similar studies may be conducted, but with larger participation of external stakeholders, which includes religious sectors, business enterprises, the NGOs, civil society organizations, private companies, corporate foundations, cooperatives, and other private individuals. It is also suggested to conduct parallel studies on how external stakeholders' participation affects the less BM level of practices in schools. A qualitative study may also be done in order to fully understand the insights of all concerned stakeholders. So here is the matrix of the proposed sustainability plan to increase the stakeholders' participation in the four areas of SBM, specifically in leadership and governance, in curriculum and instruction, accountability and continuous improvement, and management of resources. Finally, here is the implementation plan line, the key components of the plan, and the evaluation metrics to be used. Here are my reference in this study or in this paper. And that would be all for today. Thank you, Edcor, for this opportunity, and thank you all for listening. God bless everyone.